Hey guys, just chatting with Erin from AMN and the sexy, wonderful girls from She-Rex. I have Tash and Nikita sitting with us, and we're going to have some little chats about music and the industry and what She-Rex is all about. So tell us, girls, what's She-Rex all about for you guys?
She-Rex all about?
That babes playing fucking
Sick
music. Yeah, we kind of made the band because we decided that there was like all of these genres of like rock and roll and hip hop and electronic music, and we were like, why can't we just blend them all together and make this like really interesting kind of mixture, like this fusion of all of these sounds. We all come from really different musical backgrounds.
Yeah.
So Nikki was hip hop kind of background.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing rock and roll drums forever and ever. Sarah's more of an electro kind of synthy vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Darcy as well is more kind of like the bluesy sound. So it's this interesting fusion of music.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you've sort of all come together. How did you meet? When did you form?
We met first, Tash
Yeah.
and I.
You guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was doing some rapping stuff and I thought it'd be cool. Well, it was more organic really, and I thought it'd be cool to have like a drummer on stage. I was thinking it for ages, and then met her and she was like, I'm a drummer, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like
Meant to be.
Slamming doors. So we started, just doing that together and wanted to do a duo project. And we were getting lots of our friends in to make the beats because we really wanted to be hands-on on the beats as well, then Sarah came in and we started jamming with her, and she was like, well, let's make a band out of it. And I'm like, yeah, totally. So Darcy came along and it was pretty organic.
Yeah, it sounds like you've just all meshed together and
it all happened really nicely.
Yeah,
a couple of spanners in the works, but we got there.
How long have you guys been jamming for?
Nikki and I, like 3 years? More.
Probably longer.
Maybe 4 years now.
Yeah.
Aww.
And then, with Sarah, maybe like 3.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
3, and Darcy maybe 1.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
in this context
in this context, and I've seen your clip earlier, Powerful Power, and it looks wonderful. You guys are like very, very powerful. What was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, well, I mean, power means, it's kind of like a war chant in a way, but for peace. So it's like, there's people are powerful, and there's
strength in unison.
Yeah, exactly. And there's 2 great powers, I think, in the world. That's the powers that have been, and also the people. So it's almost just like a kind of cry to that, to, empower people. I mean, with everything, like, I think so much of my intention in making music is to empower people and to, bring people up to the pedestal that they should be.
Exactly.
A lot of people undervalue themselves and don't understand how powerful and how creative they are. So it's about that, really. Yeah.
No, that's so inspirational. I think everyone believes that really deep down, and
it just takes the courage though to step up and be like, actually, I'm not just this insignificant one person. It's like all of us together as a united front is so fucking powerful.
And you are, and you could just, seeing that.
Well, we meet people in general as well, not just us.
Yeah, not just us 4.
No, just seeing your general energy and like the clip, and for myself, it gave a little bit of inspiration. I was a little bit pumped to come tonight.
That's the idea.
I can see how, lots and lots of people, young and old, and from different genres, like you're saying, can just grasp that and take that completely.
And it's the greatest thing when someone comes up after a gig and goes, oh my god, I stopped drumming, 8 years ago and I'm going to start again. It's like, that's fucking awesome. Like, that's the kind of thing that we want to do. That sounds really cheesy, but
I just got some goosebumps. So, that's awesome. That's really good to hear. Like, keep it down to earth and...
Yeah, I think it's always about keeping that intention to why you're doing it. Like, it's not about being famous or making money. There's no fucking money.
There's no
music. So,
forget that.
So if that's the intention, get out. But
Yeah.
you know, it's about something bigger. It's about something grander, and that's something that you can always, I think, come back to as well.
Definitely,
Keeps you definitely grounded.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think music for a lot of people is that grasp as well.
It's just passionate. It makes you feel like yourself again. Like playing it's like therapy. You know, it does. It feels
especially
like
banging the drums.
Yeah. It's very therapeutic.
Yeah, me too. Every time I write, that's why I started writing, because I felt like it was like an angsty teenager, like getting it out of me. It was out. Yeah. And now I just haven't stopped. Because I think if I would, I might go crazy. So now anyway.
So like, what have you been? You said you're from different backgrounds. What are your major musical influences behind your sound at the moment?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
We've got, I mean, for me, in the hip hop and that kind of world, I really love MIA, like I really love what she stands for, and that she's just always being hyper creative and making her own sound, like being pioneering, because that's what we need, not just amalgamations of what was before, like we need something new, I think.
Yeah.
So that, like hip hop too, like Kendrick Lamar, like crazy digging him. A lot of what we came from was ideas that we came from too, and more that we saw that it could be done. What we wanted was black rock. Have you heard of black rock?
Yeah. That was the biggest. Let's try and make a band that's kind of like that.
well, more so that we wanted to, but then we're like I was thinking about it for ages. We were thinking about it for ages, but it had never really been done from what we'd really understood. And then when they did it, they were like, oh yeah, okay, it can be done. It's not this huge risk kind of thing.
Yeah. It's so good to see like a group of women just putting it out there and fuck the system basically.
And there's other stuff too, Queen from the Stone Age.
Yeah, for me,
favorite.
all-time favorite band is Queen of the Stone Age and Dave Grohl as a drummer.
Oh, yeah.
I see my drumming style ideally as somewhere between like Dave Grohl when he was playing, or just Dave Grohl generally because he's a fucking genius, and Questlove as well. So the Roots, because they've got that kind of like that live hip hop feel. It's got that groove and the funk. So that and like John Bonham from Led Zeppelin. All of that kind of rolled into one.
So
and even Red Hot Chili Peppers, I think.
Old school Chili Peppers, fully.
Old school Chili Peppers, definitely.
And surprisingly, we didn't set out to go, oh, that's like, inspiration, Rage Against the Machine. That was just kind of an accidental.
Yeah, that's kind of like that, which it's just fun.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Just seems to me that's like the more fun way.
So good to see that you guys are having fun and enjoying it still and giving inspiration to a lot of people by the sounds of it and keeping it tight and keeping it. So, what are you guys based in Sydney or? Yeah. Okay. So originally born and bred Sydney girls.
I'm a Newtown girl. Mickey was
more than the east.
Yeah.
Okay. Around, but that was where we were born.
Oh, cool. The city. Yeah. Awesome. So, look, I might wrap it up. And if that's okay with you guys.
Sure.
And let you guys get back to practice and keep jamming and things. Thank you so much for having a chat.
Thanks for having us.
How short it was, but
short and sweet.
thank you for having us at Australian Musician Network.
Thank you.
AMN again.
Thank you.
Rock your girls.